Go for Kramer.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Man-Thing March! Oh, boy! You thought you were going to get away from it because you weren't listening to Spider-Cast? Think again!
Suck it! Anyway, that's right. Oh, not only is it Man-Thing March, it's another Devil's Reign podcast crossover. Part 19. We're almost there, kids. That's what she said. Anyway, welcome back to The Devil You Know, the Daredevil Podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that lover of Man-Thing and dead bodies. It is
Will Hellfire. Duh.
That's how it starts. Starts with Man-Thing, and then you go to the devil.
A dead body?
So yes, kids. We'll start with the Man-Thing. Although he had a very limited part in this story, so
I mean, unless we're just doing full on Man-Thing issues. That's just how it is.
I know, but I thought he had a little bit more to do in the Spider-Man stuff, but
don't pity the Man-Thing.
Oh my! And we'll have feedback from Justin the Owl Osgood about Man-Thing.
What a hoot and good time we have!
Oh, Lilith.
They know what it is.
You know what it is. But yes, he's a fan of the Man-Thing.
I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod.
Hey, man. Clay is a fan of Man-Thing. Man-Thing is, underrated, underappreciated.
Well, it's like I feel that in my soul.
Deep down in my soul. Hey-o.
Talking about meat is so natural for Lilith.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
Giant-sized Man-Thing.
It's a giant-sized Man-Thing. Oh, boy.
All right, kids. So, yes, for the Man-Thing part of this episode, yes, we'll be talking Daredevil 113 through 115. And remember, we said we were going to see some Gladiator? Well, here you go, kids.
Talked around and said he was Gladiator.
What? Oh, what? Oh, my.
I didn't say nothing.
All right. So, yes, Daredevil 113. Cover date September 1974. Before both our times.
But not before Charlie's.
Is it? I can't. He might have just been born and told the doctor how he delivered him wrong. Oh, Lord. When strikes the Gladiator? Big surprise. Who put Man-Thing into this issue? Writer Steve Gerber.
That menace to society.
That's right, kids. And go check out Trapped in a World. Go Trapped in a World, the Howard the Duck podcast.
Quack, quack, quack. You know how duck penises work, right? It's a corkscrew.
With Russell.
Wild like an animal.
And
make sure you rustle.
Nothing is just to get touched by a white man with cornrows.
What?
So make sure you rustle up some feedback.
Got to rub that one in.
All right. Steve Gerber, penciler William Robert Brown. Billy Bob Brown.
So close.
That means William Robert. Come on. Inker Vince Coletta. Colorist Linda Lessman. Letterer Artie Simic. And editor Roy Thomas.
Roy Thomas? I haven't heard that name in ages. I do declare.
Are you from Huntsville?
Go watch
We Are the Night. Number 67. Yeah, so close.
Beat me to jazz hands.
Ayo. Following the defeat of the Mandrill. Ayo.
Relatable.
I think Lilith dated him in college.
Relatable.
And the Black Spectre. Matt Murdock decides to remain in New York for the time being in order to get the district attorney's office back in order while Foggy Nelson is still recovering. And
Some would say he's still tapping his way downtown.
Oh my! How dare you?
Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown.
Smooth.
Still recovering and bids a farewell to Natasha for the time being, parting with a kiss.
Oh, his man thing's gonna be missing that.
Oh boy! Out on patrol is Daredevil. Matt broods, of course, over his relationship with the Black Widow and the current state of things in his life. He returns home just to miss a phone call.
Oh, this is classic Daredevil missing the phone call.
Oh my. It is from Candace Nelson, who is trying to get a hold of Matt Murdock to represent her now that 2 FBI agents have come to take her into protective custody. With no time to wait, they take the research papers she has collected and is being let out when suddenly her apartment is crashed by the Gladiator. He critically wounds the 2 FBI agents, takes the research papers, and escapes with Candace as his prisoner. When news breaks out, Foggy and Matt are worried about Candace's well-being, and Matt decides to investigate. Oh, God. Yeah, the blind man's going to investigate. Go. And he could have gotten a lot of help. Going to Empire State University.
So close.
Twip, twip. Where Candace had told him her troubles began, he meets with School of Journalism teacher Charles Liang.
Robbie should have been an adjunct professor. Come on.
Liang explains that Candace took an interest in the university's work with the military and stumbled upon experiments conducted by former ESU professor Ted Salas.
Dun, dun, dun.
Giant-sized man thing.
Oh, boy.
Regarding Formula SO2 that would turn people into pollution-breathing creatures so that the current rate of profits for progress could continue unimpeded long after the pollution makes it too toxic for normal humans to live.
Welcome to late-stage capitalism, boys and girls.
We're making money. Just take something so you can breathe the pollution. Shut up.
Actually, that would probably be neo-feudalism at that point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Well, well, again, always capitalism.
We need the money. Gimme. Sounds like something Bill Gates is doing, but that ain't my business.
Gates is buttering something, but ain't my business.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
The troubling fact about this research is that none of the research or its findings ever went public, and stranger still, Salas has since gone missing in the Florida Everglades.
Well, as you do, man. You want to get lost forever, go down there for sure.
Well, you know, then you go on a Lilith Hellfire quest for that giant-sized man thing.
It's a giant-sized man thing. Just follow the armadillos.
Hey, well. Are you sure it's the armadillos?
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro. Phil loves perpetuating Floridian stereotypes. That's at Nightwing PDP.
You said it.
But
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so
I've been here for 7 years. I can say it. You can't.
Traveling out to Citrusville.
Oh, I know where that is. Watch your back
Florida.
out there.
Oh my. Giant-sized man thing.
Giant-sized meth heads.
Oh. Oh man.
Trying to donkey punch me now, bitch. Basically, you got the gist of it.
Traveling out to Citrusville, Florida, Matt Murdock meets with radio DJ Richard Rory. Another Richard.
Richard Rory. Okay.
A
lot of Richards in these stories this week.
I was going to say, it's the day of Richards, isn't it? Man thing, Richards. Thank you for the feedback, Justin.
I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod.
Same.
Scream at!
Same.
Oh my. Who tells Murdock everything he knows about the disappearance of Ted Salas, the strange murders that happened at his old home, and the creature known as the Man Thing.
Giant-sized man thing.
Now he has to say the giant-sized man thing. Oh boy!
yeah, come on, Justin, you let us down. You gotta add in the oh boy.
Man thing, Marsh. Oh boy! Why are you like this, Philip? Why?
Me. I didn't tell you to throw in the oh boy. You just couldn't help yourself. Being taken out to the Sal's property, both Richard and Matt are attacked by the gladiator. When Richard is knocked out, Matt slips away to change into Daredevil. Oh God, what are these old? Hey, everyone's been knocked out. I can change clothes. Matt always going in the battle with a Richard. During the fight, Daredevil has the advantage over his old foe until Gladiator's missing swings cut loose a tree branch that lands on Daredevil's head. Yeah.
Amnesia.
Somebody with radar.
Old Osborne.
Somebody with 360 radar sense. Yeah, should get taken out by a falling tree branch. Okay.
It was on the fritz. Psychosomatic. Yada yada yada.
Distracted by that Richard. Then out of the bushes, hail comes the Gladiator's employer, a costume villain known as the Death Stalker.
Okay, no. Let me just get you in the mood for Florida, right? I just happened to pull up some top-breaking news headlines from Florida. Polk County Sheriff Detention Deputy charged with Lunatics. Bradenton man gets 20 years for shooting girlfriend flicking candy wrappers at him. Let me just set the mood for where they are. Put it here.
Florida.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
That should be on the billboard when you come into Florida. Welcome to Florida.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
What happens in Florida might not make it out of Florida.
So Deathstalker orders the Gladiator to kill Daredevil, and as the Gladiator raises his arm to land the killing blow, the Man-Thing shambles out of the swamp to witness the scene. So, let's see, get saved by that Man-Thing.
It's a giant-sized man thing.
Oh boy!
Oh my! Wolf is like a good Man-Thing, can save you every time.
It's a giant-sized man thing.
If you're lucky, it's a rare sighting indeed.
So this is the first appearance of someone as the Deathstalker.
Really? You're just going to glaze past that? Okay.
All right, the Eliminator. Yes, kids. There's an old phone in the Eliminator.
Sounds like a diarrhea medicine, but okay. Pepto-Bismol, plop, plop, fizz, fizz.
When Kramer couldn't go.
Exactly.
Oh my. The Man-Thing appeared last in Master of Kung Fu number 19. Oh my god, Man-Thing and Master of Kung Fu.
I'm going to have to find that. Seriously, that sounds ridiculous.
Shang-Chi and the Man-Thing? Oh my god. Oh my.
Bro, we got to find somewhere to talk about that.
Oh, we might have to do a Redhead month. Lilith, we might have to do a Redhead month. Shauna the She-Devil appeared last in Daredevil 112. She appears next in Daredevil 117.
You know, I'm always down to talk about a redhead.
Wait, oh no. Was she blonde or redhead?
Strawberry blonde, it counts.
Okay. Oh god. Richard Rory appeared last in Giant Size Man-Thing number 1.
Damn.
Oh, this issue had a Series A Marvel value stamp. It was number 85. Dracula's daughter, Lilith.
Oh.
An issue where the Man-Thing shows up on the last page was the Lilith stamp.
Somebody find that for me.
Serendipity. Could probably print it out. Yeah, it's in the notes. Dracula's daughter.
Nice.
And yeah, so that's the notes. All right, what you think, Lilith?
It's hilarious. I'm sorry. All Man-Thing stories are fun, whether they should be or not. They are to me.
Richards and Man-Things. Oh boy.
Man-Thing March. Oh boy. But clearly, you can tell that this is a setup issue. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's just funny. Like poor Matt can't catch a break. Every time a girl breaks his heart, he goes and travels. If you ever notice, I love that little thematic motif. Chef's kiss.
I was just waiting for Foggy to be like, okay, if you can't save my sister, but yeah, don't be giving her that blind man's cane, Hale.
Yeah, exactly. Because Matt knows no Broad Crow. I'm just saying.
I mean, and Foggy knows his reputation. It's, why would you let your sister within 1,000 miles of Matt Murdock?
So, matter of fact, you moved to China. I think that'll keep a good distance between the two of you.
I don't know about that. All right, ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Daredevil 114. There's Man-Thing on the cover. Cover date October 1974. Oh, Lord. A Quiet Night in the Swamp.
No such thing, first of all.
I can hear the banjos already. I was going to say same team, but no. New colors, Stan Goldberg, letterer Charlotte Jetter.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Not such a sausage fest,
okay. Plug in here's the quote from the Deathstalker. You can plug in anyone's name other than Daredevil. So just imagine any other name besides Daredevil and tell me who said it. I am Death, whoever. You're Death.
Sounds like Frank Castle to me, but
I was gonna say who said that on a date.
oh, yeesh. Yeesh.
That's a mouthful. The big finish.
Just here.
Shut up and just lay there.
La petite.
A nut jar.
Hey, now you have a drop to go with it. The little nuts one.
Oh yeah. Nice.
The only sack I want to be hit in the face with.
What's up, Chris?
Oh, all day, every day.
Chris Evans can get it all day, every day. That's an awfully big rod he's got there.
Anyway, A Quiet Night.
You know.
Speaking of A Quiet Night in the Swamp, as Deathstalker watches on, the Gladiator is about to lay the killing blow to Daredevil. But out of the Florida Everglades comes the Man-Thing. The Man-Thing. Drawn by the
Man-Thing's on a rampage. Uh-oh.
They had the phrase like that, comes the Man-Thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, oh,
They
yeah.
know what they were doing.
Well, Hellfire's about to come through that wall. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But out of the Florida Everglades comes Lilith Hellfire. No, the Man-Thing, drawn by the emotions on the scene. The muck monster grabs the gladiator's
I'm
arm.
the opposite of Man-Thing. Emotions repel me.
Well, what draws you, Lilith?
Exactly.
Hey-oh. You know how Florida penis works, right?
You know how duck penises work, right?
The muck monster grabs Gladiator's arm, triggering a fear response in the crook, causing the Man-Thing's touch to burn him.
Set him on fire. Burn the house down. Do it.
Burn. As the Gladiator tries in vain to injure the Man-Thing, Daredevil revives and is shocked by what he's seeing on the scene. When the Man-Thing takes notice of Deathstalker's presence, the muck monster hesitates before attacking the strange costume villain. However, the Deathstalker proves to have superior strength and easily knocks the Man-Thing aside.
I call shenanigans.
Superior strength.
Exactly.
Superior puss.
By this point, Daredevil's back on his feet.
You're gonna get us canceled, Phil.
By who? There's no one to cancel us.
We're uncancelable. Ha.
I was gonna say you're gonna be popular to be canceled.
Nice.
I'm uncancelable.
Oh please, there's so much other stuff that's gonna get us canceled.
Oh, I'm gonna wear a gimp mask and murder people.
Thank you, Riddler. By this point, Daredevil attempts to land a punch.
But no, he was exactly right.
Hell, I know. To land a punch to Deathstalker's face, but much to Daredevil's surprise, his fist passed right through his enemy's face, leaving his hand numbingly cold.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
As Daredevil continues his attack, he is surprised to find that Deathstalker can become immaterial at will, and his touch causes the man without fear severe pain, causing him to black out once more. Furious that Deathstalker doesn't use his death touch on the Man-Thing to begin with, Gladiator yells at his employer, who explains he wanted to get a measure of the Man-Thing's abilities. You and Lilith Hellfire. Gladiator contains himself, realizing that he is in no place to argue with Deathstalker unless he can learn the secret of his touch of death, so that he might double-cross Deathstalker.
Well, see, you take your fingers, you find the nerve, and never mind.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold on.
Marking that time down.
No, I was gonna go to Mr. Will Allred.
I hope it's going somewhere nice.
Oh my god, why are we like this? No supervision whatsoever.
Nope. Deathstalker decides to take Daredevil and Richard Rory back to his hideout in order to see if they have any useful information before killing them. Taking them inside Ted Salas's old home, they begin interrogating Candace Nelson over her knowledge of Operation Sulphur. Something stinks here.
Interesting. Oh, talk about your.
While back in New York City, Foggy Nelson paces aimlessly to hear back from Matt Murdock about his missing sister when the phone rings. It is the Black Widow who is looking for Murdock. Although she is upset, she feigns being casual in her call and tells Foggy to have him call back. You know what? In this period, no redhead could express their true feelings. You know, they all had to act all aloof.
Yeah, that's redheads for you though. They're aloof and mysterious.
It was either aloof
hard
redhead.
to pin down.
It was either aloof redheads or overly emotional blondes. Looking at you, Gwen.
I mean, it's a reason nobody really complains about her dying. Just saying.
Drama queen. Later, when she hangs up, she realizes that now that she and Ivan are homeless. What? Matt has no way to contact her. Upset over her stupidity, the Black Widow then swings off into the air to clear her mind.
Wait a minute, what? She's flipping around town too?
That's right. She's a spider.
Oh, she shot it out her butt and she's using it as a parasail.
Wow! Can you imagine?
Honestly, that's my biggest regret is that they never gave Black Widow like arachnid powers.
Come on, get your head out of your butt, buddy.
While back in Florida, Deathstalker is convinced when Candace tells him that Daredevil and Richard Rory know nothing about Operation Sulphur and absconds with her, leaving the Gladiator behind to dispose of the two men. The Gladiator douses the house in gasoline and sets it ablaze and leaves Daredevil and Richard inside to die.
Yeah. Whoa.
It was always burned. Daredevil revives and just barely manages to free himself and carry Rory outside to safety. There, Daredevil finds the
He
man.
didn't have to save him.
What?
He didn't have to save him.
Daredevil finds the man thing has taken down the Gladiator.
Damn, embarrassing, bro.
I mean, the right man thing can take you down, right, Lil?
It's a giant-sized man thing.
The vapors.
I do declare.
The man thing is taking down the Gladiator, and seeing that Daredevil is okay, the muck monster shambles off into the swamp once more. So that's all the man thing we give you, kids. Daredevil then changes back into
done.
Hey-oh. Did he get his Egg McMuffin, Lil? Hey-oh.
Maybe even a Uber Black ride home. Who knows?
Ooh. Well, it is giant.
Exactly.
It's a giant-sized man thing.
I think they call it Uber XL. Ooh.
It's a giant-sized man thing.
Giant-sized man thing gets you the extra miles, kids. All right. Daredevil then changes back into his guise of Matt Murdock and drives himself, Rory, and Gladiator out to a location where they can be found.
He drives himself?
The blind man?
Okay.
I know. Wait for Richard Rory to wake up and be like, "How do we get here?" Oh, well, luckily I just happened to hit the gas.
There's only like 6 pedestrians underneath our wheels, so
we didn't hit any trees or nothing. And later, when Rory questions what might have happened, Matt feigns not knowing what happened either. Oh God, man, I was unconscious too. Guess you could say Daredevil drew him out there. It's kind of true. Contacting
It's not a lie if you believe it, Jerry.
Well, he is Daredevil.
Exactly.
Contacting Foggy to reconnect. Foggy acts strange and is distant while on the phone and asks Murdoch comes back to New York to discuss things further. When the call was ended, Matt realizes that there must be a trap as Foggy mentioned Daredevil being in Florida when Foggy could not have known and suspects a trap. It's a trap.
Row Shaggy.
Matt cannot be too further from the truth that the Deathstalker has both Foggy and Candace hostage, planning on killing everyone who knows about Operation Sulphur so that he can capitalize on it himself. Candace is furious at Foggy for selling out his best friend to the enemy.
Oof.
Dun dun dun. All right. The Gladiator appears next in Daredevil 140. The Man-Thing appears next in Giant Size Man-Thing number 2.
Oh boy.
It's a giant sized man thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, love.
Man thing, March! Oh boy!
Richard Rory appears next in Man-Thing number 11. Man-Thing 11, love.
Double
Man
the
thing,
trouble,
March! Oh boy!
What?
double the trouble, double the fun.
Oh my. And the value stamp this time was Werewolf by Night.
Heyo.
Heyo. I like
Now,
their
Dracula,
horror.
you fucking nerd, give me my money.
Whoa! Whoa!
Nobody's watching. You can edit it. It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, I guess you had to throw in. Yeah, you had to throw in the F word. Otherwise, that joke would have sucked.
Nice.
All right, Lilith, what did you think? Enough Man-Thing this issue?
Never enough Man-Thing, first of all. But no, it wasn't. Like, I feel like I hate that he's such a passenger in his own. You know what I mean? He's always being held hostage. I feel so bad for the poor muck monster.
Oh my!
He's so misunderstood.
Do you think he should be more self-aware? Like he should have more of a consciousness?
I really do.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe it's a metaphor for like Earth. She's just to buy a passenger on the crazy crap that we do to her. I don't know.
Ooh, deep. I was gonna say that R.L. Stein story. You know, Ted Salas was kind of aware in the Man-Thing. So
yeah.
I
feel like it's like honestly like the evolution of it should be, you know, Hulk. How he just like, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I've been waiting on, and they kind of like touched on it in the most modern take on it. Back in like what was that, 2-3 years ago at this point?
What?
That Man-Thing little mini series that they did. When was that?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, that was in the
It was
last.
very recent too. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, that was really. It felt like they were going there, and then they kind of cut the story short. So whatever.
Oh my God! You mentioned Hulk. Like I just got a vision of Man-Thing working in Vegas.
Nice, a little suit, little hat, little trench coat.
Anyone who cheats.
Give him the old Ben Grimm special.
Anyone who cheats in the casino burns at the touch of the Man-Thing.
Yeah. Are you counting cards, boy?
Burn. Oh my! All right, so should we get to 115?
Let's do it.
Which I kind of just threw in just to complete the story.
Just to finish it off. Hey-oh.
Didn't leave us hanging on the edge of that Man-Thing. Hey-oh.
Don't you hate it when that happens?
You got to complete the action, right, Love Hellfire?
Exactly.
It's a giant sized man thing.
Oh boy.
Because Ray likes it hard.
All right, so same team as last time. Cover date November 1974. Death stalks the city.
As you do.
In Florida, as you do. Although we're back in New York. All right, Daredevils return to New York City to find that
For some
Foggy.
salsa.
Because people like to say salsa.
What was your bet? Put it in the comments. What was your over-under for Seinfeld references?
I said salsa, not salsa. So yeah, he's returned to New York to find that Foggy and Candace Nelson are prisoners of the Deathstalker, who's hoping to lure Matt Murdock into a trap so he can kill everyone who knows about Operation Sulphur. Daredevil attacks Deathstalker, who then attempts to flee out the window. When Daredevil follows after the crook, he is incapacitated by the villain's touch of death.
He should be like numb to that at this point.
So somebody should. It was in touch with death. Or isn't someone numb? Pale. However, before its effects can turn fatal, a beat cop happens upon them. When Deathstalker turns his attention to the police officer, Daredevil revives and tries to nab the crook with his billy club. However, the crook dematerializes and appears on a rooftop, vowing that he will be back. Daredevil follows after Deathstalker to find that he has lost all trace of the villain. So it was a while before they revealed who Deathstalker was. Do you think they knew in the beginning who he was? Or
no way.
Nah.
They would have played it up if that was the case, definitely.
They
would have let us know if they knew, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they don't reveal that till what, like 150 something, isn't it?
Like, we got this great new villain, but we don't know who it is, so...
I mean, I think
we'll just make it a gimmick!
It's like years they dragged this out. I mean, he was like that original Hobgoblin mystery before there was Hobgoblin.
Or, you know, Vulture's origin.
Deciding to revert back to his civilian identity, Matt Murdock, Daredevil, Matt Murdock,
to tap his way home.
Hey-oh! Always love.
Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown.
Matt Murdock pays a visit to Foggy and Candace. Untying them, he explains Daredevil encounter with Deathstalker, Gladiator, and the Man-Thing in Florida, and how he just managed to save himself.
Sure, buddy.
Murdock and Richard Rory from death before coming here after he was tipped off by Foggy's phone call that he might be walking into a trap.
It's a trap.
Boy, there's a big group down there for that Man-Thing. Hey-oh.
Puts on a show. He puts on a show.
That's what Lilith always asks for. With the whole story, Foggy insists that they get the authorities over the phone, but in the end, he cannot bring himself to turn his sister in. Meanwhile, in San Francisco, Ivan and the Black Widow attempt fruitlessly to find a source of employment so they can stop living out of Natasha's Rolls Royce after her inheritance had dried up.
Now that's relatable.
What'd she buy? Too much black leather? Jeez.
The secret is that she spent it all on the red hair dye. She's not really a redhead.
Oh.
Burn. That was the secret she had to delete in Winter Soldier. Sorry to spoil it for you.
That's why she dated a blind man. Hell. Back in New York, Foggy has agreed to hide.
Wait a minute. You know he can tell colors by their vibration, so...
Well, maybe she got rid of the evidence. Hey-oh. Foggy has agreed to hide Candace. Oh, God. Foggy has agreed to hide Candace at Matt's hotel room.
Ooh, that's not a good idea.
Yes, we have to hide your attractive sister in my hotel room, my friend.
Idiot. I can't believe he fell for it.
No bro code.
Seriously, Matt is the worst.
At Matt's hotel room, as it would likely be a safer place for her to stay than a jail cell. Oh, please. He slept with someone while he was married. That's in the future.
That's a future him problem.
While Foggy goes to explain the situation with the district attorney, he leaves Matt to keep an eye on Candace. In discussing the situation... Yes, keep your eye on her, Matt. Nothing else. In discussing the situation with Candace, Matt realizes the potential value of Operation Sulfur would bring. In creating monsters that are immune to pollutants, it could also make them immune to radiation and biological weapons, a boon for any enemy nation that might wish to purchase the notes. Realizing nothing's going to happen with Foggy's sister, he slips out to try and track down...
I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to head out.
What? Nothing's going down? Okay, I'm going to go find Deathstalker. Yeah, he goes out and tries
to get his jollies one way or the other, Phil.
Hey-oh. He's going to use one club or another, Lil Hellfire.
Nice.
The man without fear deduces that Deathstalker would be hiding out in a chemical plant.
Somebody get Ocean on the line.
Sure enough, upon searching through the local chemical plant, Daredevil does find Deathstalker prepping the plant with his minion, Milo. Attacking them,
Where's
Daredevil...
Otis? think that was a little bit of a deep cut, but it's fine. It'll be all right.
Attacking them, Daredevil leads the Deathstalker in a fight to the finish, which ends with Deathstalker and
Finish
Daredevil.
him.
Oh my!
Finish him.
Which ends with Deathstalker and Daredevil's Billy Club being knocked into a vat of acid. The club destroyed and Deathstalker seemingly killed. Daredevil then swoops down and knocks out Milo, knocking the Crook's gun and Ted Salas's notes into the acid as well, destroying notes to a weapon that Daredevil thinks that no country should possess, and destroying any evidence that the government can use to build a case against Candace Nelson. Oh, that's such an what a lawyer you are, Mr. Murdoch, destroying evidence.
Listen, Matt's not a good lawyer. I don't even know why we pretend like he's still a lawyer. Foggy's been holding that damn law firm down forever.
I know.
Just let it go. Matt does not need to be a lawyer. It makes no difference at this point. We have She-Hulk, man. Okay?
Well, maybe that's
a better lawyer.
Maybe that's what the scene we'll get in the She-Hulk series. Matt, there's rumors Matt might show up. Maybe that's her telling him he's a bad lawyer.
You idiot!
Or get your head out of your butt, buddy, and take this thing seriously.
Let's be honest. He's a better vigilante than he is a lawyer. So
that's true. Between being a vigilante and
I'm going to the hole on principle and a ladies' man.
His sex addiction, yeah. It's...
Oh, you went there. I was trying to be, nice.
In this issue, Daredevil's Billy Club is destroyed. Ivan Petrovich will quickly construct a new one of similar design in Daredevil 117.
Boo. I was hoping he'd lose the Billy Club for a while.
Oh my. He'll never lose that Billy Club, though.
No, the other Billy Club.
Oh, okay. I mean, he should see it.
His personal Billy Club is indestructible. I'm convinced it's made out of adamantium or vibranium, one of the two.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's been more than 4 hours. He should really see a doctor.
Nice.
It's been 86 years.
He's on the blue chew. He can't get off it.
It's been 86 years. And the Marvel value stamp this time was Kill Raven.
Okay. Cool.
Cue that guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. Who?
Exactly.
Yeah, don't worry, kids. No one knows. Except maybe Noel Tate.
King of the obscure.
Yes.
It's not just for boys.
All right, so what you think of this one?
It was solid. They wrapped it up. Kind of bummed that they actually didn't have him and Foggy's sister hook up because it's so mad. It's such a mad thing to do.
I know it never happened.
He loves ruining his relationship with Foggy, so that's the ultimate thing.
I mean, think about that. I mean, first it was Karen, and then can you imagine if then it was Foggy's sister?
Yikes! I'm glad they refrained from it, but I was half expecting it.
There might have been no coming back from that. I don't know.
Foggy's a pretty forgiving dude, though. That's his toxic trait is that he's forgiving.
Especially back then.
It's because he's fat, though. If he wasn't fat, he wouldn't be forgiving.
I mean, these days he'll hold a grudge for a while, but yeah, back then he would have, Okay, Maddie, if it was only that one time. I mean, Karen and her, they're both blondes, right?
Exactly.
Although he dated Black Widow too, because I was about to say he has a type. Yeah, he has a type. Yeah, female and breathing. Female and breathing. Oh yeah,
I'm going to the hole on principle. I mean, you got Typhoid Mary, you got Power of the Penis.
Hey, Jesse.
No, but I thought it was a pretty solid arc. Poor man thing. I like that they destroyed his notes though, because that was kind of lingering out there. So
exactly. So, you want to hear some Justin feedback?
Yes, let's have some Justin feedback for a good time.
All right, kids, here we go. Justin from Tomes of Evil, the supervillain podcast, which he'll tell you that, and the new Gamma Charge podcast, which is pretty good. I listened to the first episode of that. They covered the first 3 issues of the Hulk ever.
I heard they were going to have Charlie Esser on.
They probably will. Well, they're going to have me on too, but yeah.
No offense, Phil. when it comes to the Hulk, nobody's here for you, buddy. It's all about
I know.
you.
Well, I'm going to talk Gray Hulk. Charlie's going to be talking probably Ferrigno and stuff. I know. I'm not the showman. I'm not the fancy man Charlie Esser is.
I'm not a fancy man.
You don't have the stash, buddy. Sorry.
My big thing.
All right, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Look at my butt.
You man, Charlie Esser. Jeez. All right, kids. So yes, here's what Justin had to think about Man Thing. Hey.
Hello, Phil and Lilith. This is your feathered friend, Justin the Owl Osgood from Tomes of Evil, the comic book supervillain podcast, and Gamma Charge, the Incredible Hulk podcast. Here to give you my thoughts about Daredevil, issues number 114 and 115 for Man Thing March, which I am loving, by the way.
Oh, boy.
I really enjoyed both of these issues, primarily for the bad guys. Big surprise, being a big fan of supervillains, as I am. I love Gladiator and Deathstalker, both so much. And Gladiator, actually, my introduction to Gladiator was in a Spider-Man comic, and I knew that he was a Daredevil nemesis before that. So it was nice to see him in a Daredevil comic tearing it up with his true nemesis. And I have to say, Gladiator is a bit of a badass. In issue number 113, when he tears into that apartment and steals Foggy's sister right out of that place and cuts down all of those guys, I thought, wow, leaping out of the apartment, what was it, 3 or 4 stories and landing right on his feet. Great stuff. He's a great villain, and it was cool in the Spider-Man issue that I mentioned that was my introduction to him. Gladiator had retired. He had given up all of his criminal activities, and there was a gang that was forcing him to take up the mantle again. They were blackmailing him or something to help them. So it was cool to see him.
Gladiator? I don't think we did.
Supervillain heyday.
We should.
With those buzzsaws on his gauntlets. Really cool villain. But for me, the real issue that I enjoyed the most was the next one. Issue number 114. I love this primarily because of the Deathstalker. What a great villain. What a great look. What a typical kind of classic Marvel look with the cloak and the hat and everything from the 70s.
The old Ben Grimm.
That's a classic 70s Marvel villain right there. Deathstalker. Man-Thing, I have to say the art in this issue, number 114, Man-Thing doesn't quite look himself. I wonder what you guys think. I don't know. At some points, he looks kind of hairy instead of mossy. I don't know. I wonder what you guys think about Bob Brown's rendition of Man-Thing. I'm not really into it quite as much as some of the others that we've seen recently, but there's some panels where it looks good, but there's some that it just doesn't work for me. I don't know. No slight against Bob Brown, but this Man-Thing is kind of strange looking. For me, also, some of the best dialogue was in this issue, number 114. Yeah, in particular, there were 2 that really stood out. The panel where Daredevil is facing Deathstalker for the first time, and he grabs that branch. There was this great dialogue. His hands, his warm, strong, living hands, seize a fallen branch, and he feels and rejoices in every movement of his supple, powerful, living musculature as he rams that gnarled shaft of wood into the gut of death.
How many drops are in that sentence?
I love that. That's some great Steve Gerber dialogue right there.
It's like 20 drops, Justin. Thank you so much.
And then on the next page, when the Deathstalker actually connects and takes Daredevil down, there's another great bit of dialogue. For Daredevil, for this sightless adventure, all the world is blackness all the time. But now a different kind of darkness envelops him, a sort of oblivion he has never known before. He hears his heartbeat slow, feels his mind empty of all thought, feels his every nerve tingle. then go numb, and he knows that he is dying.
It's good for that release.
Really good stuff.
He wakes up the next morning and Lilith goes to the negative
Deathstalker.
muffin.
What a great villain. And I wish that there was more of him. I feel like Deathstalker wasn't used a whole lot. And I understand why. Obviously, a villain with a power like that, you don't want to use too much. But I feel like we should see more of him. Yeah, I love both of these issues. I would rate 113 on a scale of giant-sized man-things. I think that one was about a 3 out of 5. It was entertaining, but not as much as 114 with that great fight between Daredevil and Deathstalker. I would give that one 4 out of 5 giant-sized man-things, issue 114. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed those as well. Can't wait to hear what you guys thought of them. I can't get over this rendition of Man-Thing in this issue. He looks so strange with the fur and the little beadier than usual looking eyes. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me.
Gotta get out of that swamp every
Anyway,
now and then.
hope you guys are doing well, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much for the feedback, Justin, and thank you for the drops. Yes, I'll be
He
cutting
didn't
that
even
up.
know. He didn't even know.
Oh, please, they know. But yes, thank you.
At
Yes,
this point, they should. They should just assume.
Justin, one of our patrons, along with Russell, and of course, Old Man Ray.
Old Man Ray.
So yes, okay, Lilith. So yes, he gave it 3/5 of a Man-Thing. And your thoughts on Harry Man-Thing?
I'm just so used to all the different takes on Man-Thing. Every single artist has their own take on it, so it doesn't bother me. Like I said, it's kind of like Man-Thing's like a metaphor for Earth, so it doesn't bother me that much. So
I mean, they really didn't go into it a lot at this point, but I mean, I kind of take it as like Swamp Thing almost, where he can like regrow his body, so it doesn't have to necessarily
so
look
it's in
the same every time.
states. Yeah. Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. We need more Man-Thing lore.
You heard it, Marvel.
Somebody get Clay on the phone for that one.
Yes, Clay McLeod Chapman. Yes, he'll do it.
But no, yeah, like I said, it's a solid story. I enjoyed it a lot. Deathstalker is kind of a clown for me because that he's kind of OP, and when you have a villain that's OP, they kind of have to downplay the severity of his actual powers, and that's unfortunate. But yeah, I agree. He's a great villain. They just needed more space and time.
Oh yeah, you heard it, Marvel. Lilith demands more Man-Thing.
I mean, I thought that they wanted to go back to their roots with like those 70s horror comics and Man-Thing, especially with like Moon Knight. We could definitely do. We could get back into that horror, body horror, psychological thriller kind of thing. And he plays perfectly into both those veins. I don't know. It just makes sense to me because we're all adults here. They're not writing for the 10-year-olds if we're being honest.
Really, Lilith? They wanted Man-Thing to go back to their roots.
Just saying.
But yeah, thank you, Justin.
Pleasure as always, Justin.
And remember, kids, check out the final. We had the interview with Anthony Piper this week, so check out the final Man-Thing March episode on Ultimate Spider-Cast 169.
Double the trouble, double the fun. Oh boy!
That's right, kids. 2 issues with Man-Thing, and it's 169, so it's gonna be wild. Like an animal.
A mess.
Wild like an animal.
I love when the Batman.
Don't bless this mess.
I love when the Batman podcast, when he said it all nice and calm, he's like, "Yeah, I'm wild like an animal." It's like Mr. Rogers. I'm not wild like an animal.
So funny.
Wild like an animal.
You gotta rub that one in.
We got some books.
Well, yeah. If nothing else, Devil's Reign number 5.
Yeah. Here we go.
So we found out who that mysterious death was, and we were right.
It was obvious.
Yeah.
I love this cover though. I think it's my favorite cover so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Wait, hold on. Let me see yours.
Oh. Hail.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
They actually were very restrained on the variants, and I kind of appreciate that.
Yeah, because I was looking. I think they only had like
I think
one.
Electra's had the most like variants. Woman Without Fear.
Yeah, because I was looking for the variants on this. There might have only been like one variant for this issue.
I'd have to look in the solicits, but I think you're right.
Yeah, because I was searching for a while and I only saw like one variant. But yeah, we're getting there because the Thunderbolts come for the purple kids and
yeah, it's like, well, you can only push your lackey so hard, and then they're gonna turn on you. Like you don't, they realize that they have the power, not you. If they all gang up on you, and I was just waiting on this to happen, and I'm just like, oh, this is the issue. Sweet violence.
And then I guess the Thunderbolts bring in the Abomination. So I wonder, is he going to be in issue 3 of Villains for Hire?
Ooh, maybe that was the hint that we got.
Maybe.
That would be freaking dope as hell, though.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen an Abomination in a while.
Oh yeah, they haven't done a ton with Abomination lately. But yeah, I mean, it basically breaks down into I don't know, maybe later on, but like a 3-way fight between the heroes, the Thunderbolts, and Ock.
Hey, this is the penultimate issue, Phil, so they had to go all out.
Take a drink, Future Lilith.
Thank you.
Oh man, look at Mike running around in that fancy white suit. Look at Mike Murdock doing his Mr. Knight cosplay here.
Nice. I don't know. I love the rage of it all in this book. Like, you really captured that tension and that violence. I enjoyed this issue a lot. Finally, the fury has been unleashed, and it's just pure chaos. And that's where I live and breathe. This issue really spoke to me, honestly. Marco Cicchetto, because like Marco and Cicchetto, yeah, okay. That art was just breathtaking. I loved it a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean, you see, spoilers, Kingpin beat Mike to death. It's like, oh yeah, the art is great. It's like,
brutal.
You could definitely believe that this is like the Kingpin from the Netflix stuff, who bashed the guy's head in with a car door. Yeah,
without even blinking, bro. Literally without even blinking. Give us Vincent D'Onofrio.
I mean, hey, that series is coming to Disney Plus, so
canon or not.
So, well, again, he's showing it. He showed up in No Way. Daredevil showed up, and Charlie Cox showed up in No Way Home. Maybe he'll be in Shield.
Variant. It's fine.
I don't know, man. I mean,
I'm actually kind of excited for frickin' Doctor Strange too, and I hate it here now. We all know secretly it's Wanda's movie though, so that's why I feel okay about it.
It's Wanda, and then it's like it's all going to be all about those variants and stuff.
Yeah. He's the new Captain America. His movies won't really be about him, and I'm okay with that.
Tom Cruise, Tony Stark.
Shh, no, we don't talk about that.
That's all right. We might get Patrick Stewart. And I love you see like Luke Cage in this issue. It's like, oh hey, you're still here.
I thought you left the city at this point.
Well, that's like Charlie and I talked about this last night. I'm like,
oh yeah, for the Superior.
Oh yeah, but he wanted to talk this issue real quick. But I was like, it's like, have we heard anything about that mayoral thing? I mean, even in this main series lately, no.
There's a big plot hole missing, which is probably why we have that last book to wrap everything up. It'll probably get discussed there. Is my bet.
Well, Fisk is going off the rails, so maybe they're like, oh yeah, we don't need the run.
Or maybe it makes him even the most viable candidate for Marvel's New York. To be honest, let's be real.
I know
they had Giuliani for how long, and we all know how unhinged that man is.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking that Omega issue, they're going to be like, oh yeah, well, Luke, you don't have to run. Yeah, we took Fisk down or whatever, and maybe Luke's going to
run and win.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Book again.
That's what I'm thinking. So Cage can be like, you know what? I'm going to run anyway. I don't care if Fisk's out of the picture.
This is a mess. Y'all need somebody to clean this up.
We had Jameson. We had Fisk. Come on. We need somebody with a brain.
I mean, it's time for a black man to run New York. That's probably going to be the tagline, too.
A bulletproof black man.
Exactly. Perfect. Get the cops in line. I'm just saying. You could do worse than have Luke Cage as your mayor of New York.
come on, Marvel. I don't know why you canceled that miniseries, but after Devil's Reign, I want Luke
We
Cage.
need to know.
Come on, you know you want to put that on stand. Luke Cage, mayor of New York.
They're like, we beat DC to it. Come on. If they keep going with I Am Batman, what if he does become mayor?
Who? I Am Batman.
Yeah. And then like, we beat Marvel to it. You should have done it.
I don't know. I just see him being like anti-established. You know, it's just like,
I know he's working with the cops, so who knows?
oh, true. Well, he really didn't want to.
Nobody wants to work with the cops. Only Batman wants to work with the cops. That's because he's schlepping every last one of them.
Hey-oh.
Anywho,
But
great
yes,
book. Definitely read it.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe this is the penultimate issue already, though. Like, I kind of want more.
But again, we're getting that Omega issue too after number 6. So
True.
But yeah, there's not too many tie-ins left because what's left? Like Villains for Hire 3.
Yeah, because Superior 4 came out today.
Yeah, the last issue of
Moon
Superior
Knight came out today.
That's a one-shot. Yeah.
Well, this week. I shouldn't say today, but this week.
Yeah. So yeah, those are done. Elektra's or Woman Without Fear is done. So there's not too many left. That's what I'm saying. I think it might be Villains for Hire and then number 6. So like be the next thing. Oh,
it felt like it went too slow and too fast at the same time, if that makes sense.
Well, I wonder too is because with all the miniseries, you know.
Yeah.
And then the scheduling, you know. Oh yeah, one more issue of X-Men. So.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
Which I think you said it too. I was surprised with the quality of that series.
Yeah. Who's ever writing that needs to be writing the main book.
I think it might be Jerry Dugan. I think.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, but yes, this is part 19 of our podcast crossover. If you want to hear our thoughts on Devil's Reign Moon Knight, go check out Capes and Lunatics episode 252.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
He said 52.
And if you want our thoughts on Charlie and I's thoughts on Superior 4 number 3, go check out. It'll be Superconnectivity episode 3. Was it 384?
He's doing McFarlane numbers over there.
I know. So that'll be part 20. So that I believe, that should be tomorrow if you're listening to this on the podcast.
Nice.
So, and remember, check out Tomes of Evil for the rest of the crossover.
The world. Don't promote.
No, I'm just saying, Tomes of Evil. That everything that's not us for the rest of the crossover will be Tomes of Evil because Ray's done. Spider Woman's had her parts. Moon Knight just the Moon Knight part already went up. So go check that out, kids. I'll promote Ray. He doesn't promote us.
I know he's not even doing our annual April prank. I can't believe it. I'm hurt.
You're talking about their talks with Jen McKay, didn't mention ours.
It's fine. We're all part of the collective. It's fine.
I know. I'll still have Ray on the round table. I don't care.
You're only getting up to talk to him at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
I know.
Send the Sausage King my regards.
Oh my. You know what? I'll never make it happen because I swear this man is elusive. But I would just love for everyone to gather for the round table and just like be able to get Chip Zdarsky for that round table.
That would be too much. Chip would implode.
Look at my power collective. All right. Anything else, Miss Hellfire?
No, I don't think so. I think that wraps it up.
All right. So yes, again, it was 2 weeks in a row. So yes, I believe you won't see us again until April. Well, for the Devil You Know, because you can't get rid of us anywhere else. But yes, it'll probably be till April till you see us again for the Devil You Know. And again, last part of Man Thing is coming on Ultimate Spider Cast 169.
Double stuffed episode.
Oh yeah, it says next. Maybe I'll try to find some classic issues to throw it in. But yes, next part will be like the beginning of April when we'll cover Devil's Reign number 6 for part 24 of the crossover. That'll be the penultimate episode. I thought it was going to be the last. It'll be the penultimate
Penultimate, baby.
Yeah, because the Omega will be the final part. But yeah, so part 6.
And then they retcon it and like, oh yeah, here's an Alpha issue too.
And then for your second episode of April, because it's April Fool's month, we'll be doing Daredevil 376 through 379.
Hey-o.
Daredevil's not looking himself, so.
Nice.
All right.
What a clown. Oh, wait, that's the, into the, you know.
What? Ray?
Exactly.
Into the Night, the original Moon Knight podcast?
Yes, thank you. The original.
And see, Ray, we promote you. All right, kids. So, yes. So, send your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Capes. And remember, you can follow the W Know on Facebook, on Twitter. Join the Daredevil fan group on Facebook. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every episode, including this one, gets a video.
And an obscene gesture.
I don't know what you're doing with that fist. All right. So yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Most importantly, subscribe to the Patreon if you can. Once again, we're out here on our own, not making.
We don't have any secret operations funding us.
No fancy lawyer money. That's right, kids, paying for this out of our own pockets. So every little bit helps. With $3 to $5 gets you the exclusive early access to creator interviews. Also, once a month, you get me and Lilith from Mr. DG Chichester himself.
I got the good ones out for you guys.
Ding. And of course, Patreon only superhero movie brackets as we find the worst superhero movie of all time.
Whose nipples are getting exposed? Will Lil's liver survive? Will Phil's head explode? Find out.
I think everyone knows the nipple gag by now, but
I don't know. You could always surprise him, Phil.
That's true. Although I'm no Charlie Esser, but I could try.
It's not just for boys.
It's gratuitous. It's not tasteful.
Not intrinsic to the plot. So yes, subscribe to the Patreon or pick yourself up some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics.
Tapping my way downtown.
Lilith Hellfire.
As you do. You can find me on the interwebs at Lilith Hellfire, on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire69, on the gram, and of course on the TikTok, making all the comments on your posts. Your post is probably next at Lilith Hellfire69. Hey-o!
Very hard, very tempting. Bigger, harder, stronger. I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels. So.
I'm going back to drinking. That does it. That does it. Lent is almost over. It'll be okay.
We all have our vices, you know. You have drinking.
I prefer, something of the green sort. So.
What? You prefer what?
I prefer something of the green sort.
Hey, well, man thing.
Exactly. Ooh, that would probably be my strain too.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Next time we chat, there will be Devil's Reign number 6. Kind of the end, but yeah, then we get that Omega issue set.
No, the end? Question mark?
Kind of the penultimate. Kind of get 2 penultimates, kids. Yep.
Better than 1.
Hey-oh. And then remember, your other episode for April, Daredevil 376 through 379.
Hey-oh.
Hey-oh.
Come on, Phil. You've been practicing. Give it to him.
What?
The ending.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Got it last time. All right, kids. Join us next time in April. And remember, it's better to be with the devil you know than the devil you don't.
He did it, boys!
Just like the man thing.
I hope it doesn't burn when you touch.